Hello everyone, we're going to set the Wayback Machine to 1965, the Addams Family show, where we were introduced to this guy. Cousin It. You ready? Let's go. Whew. Alright, let's start with the base. That base is too big to use a popsicle stick, so I'm going to have to use my fingers. I'll need a glove for this. Ow! Ooh, this will be like finger painting. This is fun. Smear it all around and add the top. Now we'll clamp it down. While this base dries, we're going to need a temporary base to work on. Let's beam up one temporary working base. Very nice. Now we'll start getting our armature wire ready. Now we'll bulk it up with some aluminum foil. Now to add some liquid Sculpey over the aluminum foil to create a seal between it and the ultralight polymer clay. Alright, let's cover this thing. It looks like a real skinny Matterhorn. Now to bake it. While the ultralight's cooling down, we'll start working on the base. Okay, let's give it some paint. I decided to recruit my wife and Ringo to make a little rug for Cousin It to stand on. That's a nice looking circle. And she uses that as a pattern to make the rug. And here comes the supervisor Ringo to make sure she's doing everything right. Yep, it passes the smell test. Now that we have our circle, we can sew it together, something I have absolutely no skill in. However, my wife is a master at it. Give it some frayed edges and it's ready to put on the base. Very nice. Now we're going to make a wrought iron fence out of these. We're going to turn this into this. This is going to take a while. The tape is so they don't blow away when I spray paint them. In order to keep from having to measure, I'm going to place each wrought iron post at the opposite end of each other. That way they're spaced evenly. Now all I have to do is glue them to the sides. I have to make sure each post is glued the same place on the other side. This is taking forever. Ooh, we are almost there. Last one. Now we have to put on the things that go between the wrought iron posts. Does anybody know what those are called? I have no idea what to call them. Maybe we'll just call them in between fence thingies. Now we'll give them a coat of paint. And then we'll dry brush some silver onto the black. That should make it look like wrought iron. At least I hope. And it's all finished. Now we need to cover this skinny Matterhorn, cousin it, in clay. At first I didn't think I was going to have to make it too smooth, but then I realized that in order for the hair to lay correctly, I had to smooth it out with the rake tool. Poking all the air bubbles flat so it doesn't crack. Okay, looks like it's ready to be covered in hair. So we'll put some clay in the extruder and we'll squeeze out some hair strands. Looks more like spaghetti to me. Darn, now I'm all hungry for spaghetti. And now comes the daunting task of attaching the hair to Cousin It's body. I was trying to make it as random as possible. I didn't want it to look like just a bunch of spaghetti noodles hanging over a tower of clay. I also had to make sure that I didn't squish them as I was trying to get them to stick to the clay body. Sometimes there's a tendency to squish the clay, and then it wouldn't look like strands of hair anymore. It would just look like, I don't know, tangled string. A few stray hairs here and there, and we'll call this part finished. Now we have to make his little derby hat, which I really thought was going to be easy, but it wasn't. Oh, big surprise there. I decided to make the top part of the hat on a cup. And of course all the clay stuck to it and it was really hard to get off, but through the magic of editing you won't have to listen to all the many dirty words that I said trying to get it off. Oh, nice little dome. Now we'll do the brim while the dome is baking. Cut out the center. Add some liquid Sculpey to the dome and attach it to the brim. I think I'll just hang it upside down and let gravity create the bend in the brim. And now I'll attach the hat band. Not too bad. Now we'll stick it in the oven and let the whole thing bake. Looks pretty good. Now we'll make his famous sunglasses. Now we'll flatten out some black Sculpey. Add a couple of cabochons to give it some roundness. And the bridge for his nose. Oh, wait a minute, he doesn't have a nose. How do those things stay on there? Oh yeah, with this spike that I'm going to shove through his head. Don't worry, it's not going to hurt. Now we'll add the side arms to his glasses. And then cover it with a few strands of hair. Blend everything in, give it a few snips here and there, and cure it with the heat gun. Then it's on to the painting. We'll start with pale gray, classic French gray, and medium gray. We'll start with the darkest first, and try our best to get all the paint inside all these little strands. It was quite difficult to get all the paint inside all the little crevices. Even more difficult not to get paint on the glasses. Now we'll dry brush a lighter shade on top. This should bring out a little more highlights. And then we continue to go lighter. I think I eventually end up using some white paint as the final coat. Yeah, there it is. That's the white paint. Dust off his little fringes there. And then we paint the hat. The hat band is too light of a gray, so I'm going to have to darken that up just a little bit. You want it to just be slightly less dark than the color of the entire hat. Now we can paint the brim and the bottom of the brim and some final touch-ups. Now we can attach it to the base that we completed earlier. Now a few more little touch-ups. Now let's go pay Cousin It a visit. Hey everyone, thank you for watching my video. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And if you think I deserve it, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing. If you'd like to see another video, up there in the right-hand corner, there's a video called The Gloomy Balloon. And as always, a big thank you to my subscribers. I really appreciate your support. Take care, and we'll see you next time.